Welcome again, brothers. Actually, for today, I'm so sorry I didn't prepare for this, but no problem. We'll do the best, inshallah. Okay. So Al-Bukhari and Muslim both narrated that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, Jureij was a devout who had built himself a hermitage, a small place for worship. One day while he was praying, his mother came and called out to him, "Oh, Jureij." He said to himself, "Oh Lord, my prayer on my mother." Then he chose his prayer. Okay, so his mother left. The next day, while he was praying also, his mother came and called him. "Oh, Jureij," he said to himself, "Oh Lord, my prayer on my mother." So he completed his prayer. Okay. And the third day also, his mother came while he was praying and called him. "Oh, Jureij." Okay. He said, "Oh Lord, my mother on my prayer." So he continued his prayer. She became upset and said, "Oh Allah, do not let him die until he sees the faces of prostitutes." Okay. The people of Israel used to speak about Jureij's great worship and devotion. Among them was a beautiful prostitute who said, "If you wish, I will tempt him." Okay. She tried to seduce him, but he ignored her. So she went to a shepherd who used to stay near the Jureij's hermitage and gave herself to him. She became pregnant. When she gave birth, she said, "This child is from Jureij." The people went to Jureij, okay, brought him down from his place of worship, destroyed his hermitage, and began beating him. He said, "What's the matter with you?" They said, "You committed adultery with this woman and she has had your child." He said, "Where's the baby?" When they brought the child, Jureij said, "Leave me until I pray." He prayed and came to the child, touched his stomach, and said, "Child, who's your father?" The baby said, "My father is a shepherd." The people turned to Jureij, kissing him and seeking blessings from him. They said, "We will rebuild your hermitage in gold." He said, "No, rebuild it from clay as it was before." And they did so. Exactly. So from this story, we can figure out many lessons from that. First lesson, Christian responds to words. Don't curse your children. Your words might, for example, coincide with a moment of divine acceptance. Umar bin Khattab once saw an old man with a paralyzed hand and said, "What happened to your hand?" He replied, "My father once cursed me in the days of ignorance, okay, asking that my hand be paralyzed, and so it was." Umar said, "That was during the time of ignorance. How much worse if such a curse were made in Islam." So let us train ourselves to pray for rather than pray against our children. For example, when a daughter breaks a plate, okay, we say, "May Allah break your heart." Okay, what if that moment was a time, for example, prayers are answered? Is a plate worth a heart? Instead say, "May Allah guide you." When siblings fight and a mother, okay, in a danger, says, for example, "May Allah take revenge on you both." Imagine that. What if that time question is, for example, prayers are answered? Who could bear the revenge of Allah? Instead say, "May Allah bring peace to your hearts." Let us replace, for example, may you go blind with, "May Allah open your eyes and heart." And may Allah be angry with you with, "May Allah guide you." Let us, for example, say something like that. Okay, so let us purify our tongues before they corrupt our children. The second lesson, sinners wishes that everyone would sin. A thief hopes everyone steals. An immoral woman, okay, wishes all women were like her. And a corrupt person feels pain at the goodness of others. The righteous man's honesty is a blow to the thief. Chaste woman's purity shames the adulterer. Okay. Sincere worker exposes the corrupt official. So that is why the people of falsehood always try to pull others down to their levels. The sinners among the Israelites were annoyed by, for example, Jureij's righteousness. So that is why they sent a prostitute to tempt him. The pagans of Abraham's time were angered by his monotheism, so they threw him into the fire. This is the time, actually. So the people of Lot, okay, were disturbed by purity. So they said, expel the family of Lot, okay, out of your town, because those are people who keep themselves pure. Exactly. The third lesson, when a believer, okay, faces hardship, he turns to prayer, for he knows that the problems of the earth, okay, are solved by the heavens. Jureij, when falsely accused, for example, of adultery, he said, let me pray. Let me pray. With 2 units of prayer, okay, heaven destroyed the plot of the earth. And a baby boy, okay, witnessed to his innocence. Exactly. Khubayb ibn Adi, okay, when he was captured by Quraysh and about to be executed, he said, let me pray. He knew that ending his life, for example, with prayer, was the best forward. Exactly. So that is why the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, whenever prayer time came, would say, oh Bilal, bring us comfort through it. And how different between those who seek comfort through the prayer from those who seek comfort from prayer. The fourth lesson, do not believe any accusation without proof. So people always have slandered one another. Do not tarnish man's reputation. Don't speak against woman because someone says something. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that it is enough sin for a man to repeat whatever or everything he has, even if an accusation is proven to you. Allah loves to conceal faults. So don't expose anyone unless there is a genuine need or warning for others. And there is a difference between concealing wrongdoing and allowing harm to continue. Wisdom in knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Last lesson, always believe in Allah or be with Allah. Allah will be with you. Remember, our Prophet, peace be upon him, left Mecca secretly under the cover of night and later entered it openly in broad daylight, okay, through all its gates. Wow, exactly. Joseph, peace be upon him, okay, entered the prison, okay, unjustly, but he left it as the ruler of Egypt. Youths of Wkif, okay, flood their people for the sake of their faith. Allah made them sleep and then awoke them when their city had become believers. Yeah, that's great, actually. People cannot harm or help you unless Allah wills. He who cannot provide for himself cannot provide for you. He who cannot, for example, delay his own death cannot grant your life. Always you have to attach your heart to Allah. Okay, and you will never ever be let down. Thank you. So first, I'm so sorry. Probably I didn't send the message, but this is actually clear for you. Thank you.